It's nice to be back on Redfeather Falls, kinda back to normal here in the Hunter Classic. It's been, I would say, about a good month since we've done anything but hunt for the holiday event, and as incredible as it was to get a 600 plus Rudolph and an 11 plus Yule Cat in the same hunt on Christmas, I'm excited to get back for the hunt for a 400 plus Rosie, and what better place to do that than on Redfeather Falls. And we have gotten ourselves into quite a position already. Got a 330 to 380 bull coming in behind us. Couple of stickers there that are going to cost him some score. There's a few more elk on this side, including what looks to be another, maybe halfway decent bull. I thought he was a little bit bigger than that. But let's go ahead then, spin around and try to get this guy. He's in bow range. And if that's the only bull, we do not have much to worry about. This is gonna be really interesting. The last thing we need to do is send him running. Gonna get that shot off. That dropped him. Oh, there was a big bull. Okay, maybe that's what I saw at first. Does he have back tines? He's not as big. We might wander that direction and see if we can end up getting him too, but what a start. And I should note, of course this video is coming out on Tuesday, but I'm recording this on New Year's Day, January 1st. So a pretty cool first kill of 2024 here in the Hunter Classic. A couple of stickers, at least 3, and 1 short tine. Probably gonna end up in the 350, maybe 360 area. Double lunged him at 27 meters, 350 on the nose. We will take that, and if for no other reason than the fact that it is our first kill of the year, and he's a pretty good one, definitely gonna take a trophy photo here. And I'm not sure if I've ever thought to use the deer hunter pose with an elk, but that actually looks really, really nice. So a 350 to get us going, and there was another big frame bull running off in that direction. I think if we just kind of crouch walk and, you know, maybe give it 5 minutes till they calm down anyway and start to call every now and then, eventually we ought to get a response, they'll group back up, and one of those bulls should call to us, and hopefully they'll come in. Oh, hi. Editing Flinter here. I forgot to taxonomize that bull for a skull mount. 350 plus has been kind of our standard, and luckily, while editing this, the 24-hour time period hasn't passed, so I did tax it for the Trophy Lodge, just not in this video. Well, that's the smaller bull, and obviously we'll have to take him out if we don't want him to spook and potentially send the bigger bull running. So the cow called first, and then we got the bugle from him, which should mean all the elk are calm, and in theory they're probably trying to group up right now. So depending on how it works and which animal is considered like the lead, he should be around. There's a couple of cows, probably somewhere up in that area where he would be. Got another cow coming in there. This could be a little bit of a problem because depending on where he's at, and since we can't really know, we kind of just got to take whatever comes in and try to avoid them doing exactly that and spooking him from back there. Well, we got one little bull, and had we made that drop shot, I think we were fine. A 67 score. Hardly worth having to retrack. And yeah, we got a lung shot, so we'll go get the cow. She's literally, it was lung liver. We were so close to that being fine. She's literally laying right there. But this time we'll just get on the track of the bigger bull, and hopefully it goes a little bit more smoothly. So real quick, our almost drop shot cow, left lung and liver indeed, 16 meters. And we get to get back on the trail, and the worst part was, we still don't know just how big he is. I think he's barely 300, but I haven't gotten to look if he has any back tines or not. I think we finally found him, and I only say I think, because he's not coming from where I would expect. Size-wise though, that looks right, and it matches up for the weight, 295 to 340. Now there's a number of elk around, and I did bring the 30-06, and I really like it. I wanted to use it here, but I think in the interest of maybe giving ourselves an opportunity to get other bulls that have been silent, we'll go ahead and try to get him with the bow as well. Should be in the area of 30 meters, I would say. Right about the same distance we shot our last one at. He is not too keen on stopping, so we'll drop him. That cow doesn't even know we shot. And again, I'm going to let that go. It already kind of failed last time. And that, we can see the track lighting up. That was the correct bull. And by the way, when I said there's a number of elk around, these other cows coming in, and there should be at least 2, are what I was talking about. There could be a bull in with them. So we're just going to quickly sneak in here. Go ahead and grab this, double lunged him at 26 meters. He was a 307, so we'll definitely take that. And I think at this stage, we're at least going to have to take one of these. So let's try to get that one. I see another cow coming in way back there. That that still spook stuff. It got her down. But basically, they were a new trail. And it could be a whole herd of elk, it could be all cows, there could be some bulls back there. We'll check tracks at least. But already we're 25 minutes into this, and keep in mind we had to track one bull twice. We have 5 elk down. Well, you might say unsurprisingly, we've got a less than massive bull coming in. When you start with 2 right off the bat, you gotta expect there's gonna be some less significant ones in there. It is better than the one that we got in between, so we'll definitely take that. Probably like a 150 with all those stickers. Got lung, liver, stomach, and intestine that time, 176. And what we're doing right now is kind of working our way down to this tower. I haven't really decided where we're gonna go yet. We could fast travel down here and then work our way up through the mountains, something like that, or we could fast travel here and kind of do the inverse. We'll maybe see if we get any calls up here that could kind of change what we do, or a track that might bring us in a certain direction. Otherwise, kind of gonna be a 50-50 shot as to which way we approach it. Well, that's not exactly what we're here for, but we will definitely try to call in a whitetail buck. And in the meantime, while he's coming in, we'll go ahead and hit the elk call as well. I decided to go south. I just kind of like the idea better of moving kind of more into elk territory versus towards the end of the route going south. We'd be kind of moving out of elk territory. So we'll see if this works out, but maybe a chance to get a little bonus whitetail. So very much an average buck, 90 to 115, and actually a mainframe 8 with a sticker. We'll go ahead and take him and be on our way, because we have a lot of ground to cover, especially heading up north like that. So, what? Okay, I guess we dropped him. That was a long time till that animation actually triggered. Got a doe call, but we'll leave that alone. And basically what we're going to do is turn directly north from here and get up into the mountains. For as many elk as we've shot, I think we've only encountered like 3 or 4 herds. So there's got to be a bunch out there we have yet to lay eyes on. And not too far north at all, we've got another group of elk coming in. I think it's just 3. Got that bull and 2 different cows. But even though he's not that big, 430 to 470 kilo, no doubt if we just stumbled into that track later in the hunt, we would have been following it, and ultimately would have led to disappointment. So kind of a win in that we get to take him down and don't waste the time tracking. There is another cow there, and they don't really travel in 4s. So in theory, there's a 5th elk too. So yet again, gotta rely on dropping a cow. This time we finally did it and didn't spook anything. So if there is a 5th one back there, we at least ought to see it. That would be it right there. So finally, perhaps an opportunity to use the 30-06. And I think it's maybe a better bull than what we got up here with the bow. Not the best scope to use for a longer shot, but got him down and insta-dropped him. And we can quickly go through and grab these 3. Lung, liver, so it's so interesting, like that dropped that one, maybe because of the additional hit on the shoulder blade. The prior shot, also lung, liver, I think a little further away, but not much. We had to go and track it. That was lung, liver, stomach on a 184. And then our other elk, I think it was right in that area, but maybe a touch bigger. Actually, looking at it here, I would say he's going to score a little below that, somewhere in the same general vicinity. Double lunged him at 98 meters, 172. I think the other one was 174, 184. So that one was a little bit smaller, but we only made it about 400 meters. Ended up killing 2 more bulls and a cow. I think we might have made the right call. Just picked up a max weight elk track. It's kind of oldish, 43 to 50 minutes, but the good news is it's moving north, at least as of right now. So we shouldn't have spooked it, and hopefully if we just kind of wander this direction and hit the call every now and then, he'll call back and we can get him fairly easily. And talk about no big deal. I mean, it's been 3 minutes, and we've got these elk coming in, so that's a 280 to 330. I also found another elk track that was up to 480 kilo, and it very well could be that one, meaning the one that we're actually looking for may not be in view just yet. They're all in the same herd though. So he's definitely coming in, just a matter of where he's at and can we get to a position, because that cow's getting pretty close, where we can maybe have them all come in range. I don't have elk scent on me. I actually brought these towers in case we found a spot to set them up, because we've got a bunch of them. Good news is, that bull is getting pretty close, so if it comes to it, we'll just try to shoot him and figure it out from there. Ideally though, we at least get eyes on the other one. I think that's going to have to be what we do though, and I still haven't seen another bull come out, there's a chance, albeit slight, not a chance if we don't drop it, that cow would have stayed. I gotta think, because that one ran right back towards where the other elk were. I'm still gonna take this slow, on the off chance that somehow the other bull didn't spook. Still gonna call and kind of just maneuver around here. I think it's still there. And I believe that is it right there. That's a good looking one, but a small frame. 320 to 365, and frankly, given the weight, it could be either one of them, but there were two big bulls there no matter what. And due to an extreme amount of luck and really nothing else, should be able to get both. He's going to stop. It is really hard to get a frontal shot at any kind of distance on an elk with this thing because the head and neck patch is so dark and the crosshair, or I guess that's not called a crosshair, but I don't know what to call it, the reticle is so beefy, they kind of just blend in. But 2 shots with a 30-06 on elk, 2 drop shots, and because of the back tines, this one may outscore the first one we shot. Double lung, 456 kilo, and a 344 score? I don't even remember the estimate on the other, but easily, we've got 4 300 plus bulls. Oh, he's laying right there. Much nicer tine length, maybe a similar frame, but less back tines, stickers all over the place. He is going to score less. Lung and liver yet again, it doesn't drop on 326 though. So we've now had a 350, a 344, a 326, and a 307, all in an hour and 12 minutes, no joke, of recording. What the heck? I am gonna guess that herd of sleeping elk out there would be the ones that we're trying to track. So yet again, there is a max weight bull and one up to 480 kilo, and then 2 other bulls as well. That's a pretty good looking one, 335 to 385, that's a max weight estimate. Back there is a 315 to 360, and then here, that's a good one too. I didn't realize all 3 of them were big, 340 to 390. Okay, I wish I had a tent because the ideal situation is probably a much faster repeating rifle than the 30-06, but I guess we'll try to sneak in close. They typically stand up kind of slowly, so my idea is probably shoot the biggest one first, just while sleeping, and then try to catch the next biggest one as it stands up. I doubt we'll get all 3, but maybe we get lucky. And let's make sure we've got the full capacity loaded, because I think we might need it. So what we don't want to do is get too close to any of these. Like there's a cow resting right over there, which kind of makes this a bit tougher. Just because of how they're laying, it's going to be tough to actually get the shots we want. So I think is it this one that was up to 390? It is. How are we going to do this? Because that tree is kind of in the way, I guess. Maybe between there? I really don't want to get any closer to that cow. So we want to get this guy, then this guy. And then we just kind of figured out from there with the third one. We've got 5 rounds loaded in the 30-06. Almost want to shoot that guy in the head, but we're not gonna. Oh, just got that shot off in time. It was so close, I was like spam clicking to get it. And I'm not terribly worried about getting that one, it'd be nice to. But he just picked a direction straight through the trees, where it probably wasn't gonna happen. But we did just get, I think, one up to 390 and one up to 385, literally side by side. And frankly, this kind of sucks. The one in the back is bigger, but he's in such a perfect spot. If we get a double trophy shot here, I'm going to claim this one anyway. At least I'm going to try to. Sometimes you kind of claim not the one you're trying to, but if we just keep on sneaking forward until we claim one. That picked up the one, 482 kilo, 360. And then is he going to knock him over? I really don't want that to happen. Okay, we did what we wanted. Just got to get him out of the way and positioned. And if only we were a little bit more in the sun. I'm not going to lie, this one up to 390 is big. Like, the 360 is the one on the right, just to be clear, and he is notably smaller than this one in the front. This short tine right here really hurts. And I guess at least they're even, so it's not a deduction. It's just antler that's not there that could be otherwise. I think we might be looking at something pretty special, so I guess angle-wise, something like that's as good as we're going to do. We can't keep the entire antler in frame and be much more zoomed in. Pretty darn cool though. So we just had a 360 and about to find out what else in this trophy shot. This guy double lung at 31. Wait, he was a 344? Hold up. What about that is that much smaller? Brow tines, there's some deductions there that certainly hurt. And these shorter tines? The frame was bigger and the other one had stickers. That's crazy. Now I wish I had taken more time to compare them, but what actually worked out in our favor was the fact that we claimed the other one first. Because like trophy gallery stuff wise, it'll come up in the trophy gallery as a 360 with the two side by side and not the 344. So that other bull was decent, but I believe the smallest of the three, we've just killed 6 300 plus bulls. And many times in these classic videos I talk about this. I always record the Tuesday video Monday before the live stream, and we are closing in on said live stream time. So knowing that's not a 400, knowing that's not a rare, we'll leave that one go. But what a hunt, 6 300 plus bulls. That's gotta be a record for us, at least since we really started going for a 400. And hopefully we can just continue that here in 2024. The year ends in a 4. We're trying to get a 400 elk. Maybe this is the year we do it and get to add it to that trophy lodge. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.